Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Today's episode is about fear. You know, those worst case scenarios that we make up in our head before something even begins? Today's about that because this hit me recently. Okay, I joined for a course and it was a computer based program. Students were scared, like it was open for everyone, like it can be students, working professionals, technical, non technical people. Before the course even began, even after making it clear that this is for non technical people as well, and they'll teach from the basics. Still, the students were concerned because they don't have a technical background. And something the teacher said hit me, okay? She first made it clear that it's for non technical people as well. We'll take all the foundations and then only move forward. She was like, you were ready to take up this challenge, right? Then why are you so scared before this even began? And it was the third or second foundation class. And before the course even began, they were all making worst case scenarios in their head, thinking that maybe they won't be able to follow this up. And I know it's a commitment of money, and you will try to take as much as you can from the course. A common pattern that I saw was everyone made a worst case scenario in their head before it even began, thinking that maybe they'll be left behind, maybe they won't be able to follow this up, they'll end up wasting their money, and so and so. And it makes sense, right? Like we all do this before something even begins, before a challenge even begins, before even facing it, we make up this worst case scenario in our head and get scared. And we end up always living in that fear. And what the teacher said actually hit me because before even getting in, before even stepping into the actual course, we're already worried. This happens in many cases, and I've caught myself doing that a lot of times as well. So I thought to put it out here because when the students were asking the concerns, that's when I realized that everyone has this, or at least most of them. Most of the time, the thought of doing something is scarier than actually doing it. Like when you think about it, it is true. Like take an example. What example can I give? Imagine you're preparing for the exam, okay? The thought of attending the exam is scarier than actually facing it, right? That's what fear before starting really does. Like it tricks us, right? It makes us believe that the worst case scenario that we have planted in our head is already guaranteed and that's what's going to happen. Before you even start, whether it's an exam, whether it's building something, whether it is speaking in public or whatever, it's not that hard. Like it's not even, that's when you realize that it's not even that hard as to how you imagined it to be. After taking the first step, don't you think the fear starts fading? You realize that this isn't as bad as you thought it would be. I felt this so many times, like there were moments I feared something so much, but once I got there, I realized that it wasn't even close to how I imagined it to be. I mean, sure, things do go wrong, but not always, right? And also the fear before starting is not going to change the outcome. At least when you give it a try, you give yourself a chance. Our brain has this habit of always thinking about the worst case scenario that can happen because our brain is wired to protect us. Like, have you realized how easy it is to think about something negatively than about it positively? Like, it always makes the scenario, the worst case ones, in our head so that it protects us. And yes, sometimes it's useful. Like imagine you're crossing a road and you think that what if that car speeds up? Yes, that's going to protect you, right? You're going to be more cautious and look around before you actually cross. This same survival instinct, right? These will get into places where they don't belong. Like for example, fearing before something even begins. Like when you're about to start something, when you're about to take up something challenging and uncomfortable, when fear starts creeping in, that's when you remind yourself that your brain is just trying to protect you here and it's not even that bad. Fear is something everybody has, right? Nobody is living there without fearing about one or the other thing. But you shouldn't let fear control you. Like think about it, how many opportunities are you going to miss if you don't take them just because of fear? Like you stopped yourself from something you actually wanted to do just because you were scared? No, don't do that. Like when you look back, these are all just because the story that you've made up in your head, right? The story that isn't even your reality. That's the cost of fear. Like it drains your energy, right? Like you're stressing about something for weeks and weeks before it even began. Now let's reframe this fear you face, right? Like instead of thinking that what if I fail, what if this doesn't work out, what if that happens, what if this happens, let's not make it so delusional thinking that, yeah, what if everything goes right? I can't do that because whenever I am stressed about something, I wouldn't be able to think everything so positively, right? Like, if you can do that, well and great, but what if we can change it to what if I learn something? Right? I think from every single situation, there is something that you can take from. Like, even in the smallest thing, there is something or the other that you can learn. Like, sometimes you're so drained, you can't come up with something positive. Like, stop, man, I can't think of anything positive here. This is so bad. The situation is so bad. So let's do it this way. Think about the learnings that you can take from every situation. So, yeah, that's it for today. I hope you liked the episode. This is something that hit me in class. That's when I realized that others feel this way too. So, I thought to put it out here. Do share your thoughts in the comments, would love to hear them. Till then, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.